This week, I fly on a beaten-up old plane across Africa. Bit of a burning smell. Spend a night in Malawi's most expensive hotel room.
One thing I'm learning about Malawi is they love their light switches.
And end up being the only passenger in the airport, as I take a flight across Africa with Malawi Airlines. What could go wrong? Well, a very good morning from OR Tambo Airport here in Johannesburg, South Africa. And I'm saying goodbye to South Africa today because I'm taking a super cool flight on an airline that I've wanted to fly for ages, and I'm finally getting the chance today because today I'm taking a ride with the national airline of Malawi. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? So I've got priority pass, if that's okay. Thank you. Oh, good, thank you.
You're welcome.
If you'd seen my last video when I flew into Johannesburg, then basically I wasn't supposed to be here this early in the day. I was supposed to be getting in like 4 or 5 hours time from now. My flight into Maputo, which was my last stop, got diverted into Johannesburg this morning, which would have meant then they wanted everybody to get back on the same plane back to Maputo, and then I would have had to miss my connection in Maputo back to Joburg. Whole mess. They bussed everybody into a gate area in the departures area from the international terminal here at Terminal 8 in Joburg, which, as luck would have it, is just where my next flight is leaving from in about 4 hours' time. So I've managed to sneak off from all the other passengers and come into the lounge, grab myself a shower, grab a coffee, chill out for a few hours, and then I've got my next flight on to Malawi later on today. It's worked out quite well in the end, I think. So I'm going the long way to Malawi today, or should I say Lilongwe to Lilongwe, because it stops at Blantyre on the way, which is also in Malawi. Is that really the Lilongwe? It's kind of on the way, isn't it? Anyway, let's go and get on the plane. Oh goodness me, it's this bit. This is where I boarded Egypt Air. I did that flight a few years ago. Oh goodness me, this is bringing back bad memories. Alright, so I just sat down to wait for my flight here to Malawi, and I got approached by this lovely gentleman. Michael, you're a viewer of the channel.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the channel, and the story is very good and informative. I come from Uganda and I've watched our review.
Nice. Yeah, Uganda Airways.
Yeah, Uganda Airways, and the story is good to see him do the videos, and also make sure it's another way you get to travel and see the world through his works. So that's very, very good. I got a chance to.
Oh, amazing. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. So you're off to Lilongwe now, same as me.
Yeah, same as you.
Yep.
And I hope the flight's not delayed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But also, it's my first time in Lilongwe, so I'm looking forward to Lilongwe.
Nice. Yeah,
and,
same.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see. I hope we are able to see the same things, but hopefully later I can be able to share perspectives. But guys, subscribe to the channel and always look out for the videos, because this is another way you can travel to the world without going there. But
amazing. Thank you very much. Well, that's what I hope to achieve. So yeah, thank you very much. Lovely to meet you, Michael. Thank you.
With the South African meet and greet complete, it was time to get on board the flight. After my previous video, I wasn't entirely sure I'd be able to get on board without an issue, so I have to admit I was a little bit worried when I got the dreaded double beep. Thankfully though, it was just a new seat for me, and I carried on down the jet bridge to get on board the Malawi Airlines 737.
Hi, good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Malawian 737's actually in an Ethiopian Airlines configuration. They actually lease all of their planes from Ethiopia, so that wasn't really a surprise.
Thank you. Alright, and welcome on board the Malawi Airlines Boeing 737. This aircraft's actually leased in from Ethiopian. They're operated by Malawi and in full Malawi Airlines colours. The legroom is, well, it's okay. It's not too bad. I can sort of put my feet under there. Got these beautiful, beautiful greeny seats. Nice. Quite comfortable here. We've got some sort of entertainment option there. I don't think there's any entertainment on this flight, to be honest. We are heading up a first stop today to a place called Blantyre in Malawi, and then from there onwards to Lilongwe. I will be stopping for the night. Let's get out of here. So I was chatting to a guy at the gate who flies on this flight quite a lot between Joburg and Malawi, and he said, watch out, because when the inbound flight lands, you'll see all the crew come running into the terminal, and they'll come running back again 20 minutes later with bags full of duty free. And yeah, that happened. Apparently they've been known to delay the flight before because they come and run and get the duty free while they're down here in Joburg and then take it back home to Malawi. So yeah, that's probably why we're a few minutes late today.
And once everybody was on board, it was time to push back from the gate and get on our way for our flight north out of Johannesburg into Malawi. My flight today would take me north from South Africa into Malawi. We'd stop along the way in the city of Blantyre in the south of the country before picking up more passengers and continuing north up to the country's capital, Lilongwe.
Alright then, airborne from Joburg, heading to our first stop of the day, the city of Blantyre in southern Malawi. It's about a 2-hour run up there. And then we swap passengers over and then carry on northwards to Lilongwe as our second stop, where we will stop for the night tonight. So far, so good. Nice and chilled atmosphere here on the plane. We're about half an hour late, but that's okay. Nobody's really that bothered. I don't think many people have connections or anything to worry about. Just chilling, rocketing out of Joburg.
Before too long, and in something of a surprise to me, the crew came round handing out a lunch service.
The classic choice today, chicken or beef. I've been rather predictable as I usually am. I've gone for the chicken. I always go for the chicken, don't I? I don't know why. I just know what I'm going to get with chicken, I suppose. So we've got plastic cutlery. I do have to say though, this is a really nice meal. This is a 2-hour flight in economy class. You get a nice hot meal on it as well. That's really nice. Something that you'd never get on the US carriers. You might get a bag of peanuts if you're lucky and fly on Southwest. Let's see what this chicken's like. Yeah, well, that ain't bad. It's not bad actually. Very good. Then we've started our descent down into Blantyre, Malawi. Should be on the ground there in about the next sort of 15 minutes or so. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like down there. It's a country I've never been to before is Malawi. It'll be a new one for me, so yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's get down on the ground and we'll figure it out.
We started our descent over the countryside of Malawi, and pretty soon we were touching down at Blantyre International Airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chileka International Airport. For safety reasons, we strongly urge all passengers to be seated until seatbelt signs are switched off.
Alright then, on the ground here in Chileka Airport in Blantyre, Malawi. There's my view out of the window. About half of the flight have got off, and there's about half of us left back on. I think we're getting some more passengers here as well. It always smells smoky when they open the doors in Africa. I don't know, just something I've noticed the times I've got there. It smells nice, not the smell of smoke. You can always smell it when you land somewhere kind of a bit more rural in Africa. It's always very smoky. But anyway, we've got about 30 minutes on the ground in Blantyre, and then we continue northbound to Lilongwe as we take Lilongwe to Lilongwe. Yeah.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
It is a bit grim. The Malawi Airlines Lou Review. Here we go. Are you ready for this? I hope you're not eating your dinner. If you are, you might want to skip this next bit of the video. So we have a toilet full of paper, also splattered all up the walls, which is just absolutely, yeah, that's good. That's amazing. We have a sink full of water. As a courtesy to the next passenger, may we suggest that you use your towel to wipe off the water basin. I think somebody might not have been paying attention to that. We've got Ethiopian writing. Is it called Amharic? Amharic writing? Maybe completely butchering the pronunciation of that, and maybe even completely incorrect. But I'm sure in Ethiopia they speak Amharic, and I think that's an Amharic writing. It's Ethiopian writing anyway. We've got an ashtray just there, hanging off the wall, and yeah, it ain't the best, I have to say. To say this is like a 2-hour flight, and we've had a stopover. This is the state it's in. This isn't the best, I'm afraid. But never mind, I'm going to go back to my seat. I wish I'd never set foot in this lavatory. I'm going to go back to my seat, sanitise every part of my body that has touched anything in this toilet, and yeah, just try and forget about the whole experience.
That was the Noel Phillips Loo Review. What a stinker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kamuzu International Airport, Lilongwe.
Thank you, bye-bye. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Can I have your luggage sticker, please?
I'm sorry?
The baggage tag. Oh, so
Oh,
not
it's not-
back. Okay, proceed.
Yeah, I just my handbag. Carry on. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking for a taxi. Yeah, to the Umotsi Hotel. President Hotel, yeah? You take US dollars? 35 US, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Hi there, how are you?
Fine and you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Good, nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
You said you take US dollar, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Alright then, welcome to Lilongwe in Malawi. Wow, another new country for me to tick off. We're heading into town to find my hotel for the night. Before we then pick up the old Malawi Airways adventure again tomorrow. But let's get to the hotel and see what it's like.
Actually, we have cards like this one.
Ah, okay, so
pay
you
per month.
yes, I got it. So you can just go straight through the express lane.
Yes.
Nice. The journey into the city from the airport's quite a long one. Tonight it took about 45 minutes, but it's a fun drive through the Malawian countryside and some small towns. You even get treated to musical performances along the way. But eventually we arrived into the centre of town and to my home for the night, the President's Hotel. Wonderful, thank you very much, sir. There you go. And there you go, take 40.
Oh, thank you so much.
You were more than welcome, thank you. It's a long drive. I thought it was closer than that. Hello.
How are you?
Thank you, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good.
Perfect, thank you. So I'll see you at 8 o'clock
see you
tomorrow,
at 8 o'clock
yes.
tomorrow.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi there, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Thank you. Ooh.
Yeah, you landed about it.
Hi there, how are you? Good afternoon, how are you? Good, I'm all right, thank you. It was good, thank you, yes. long, but made it. So I left Portugal yesterday, so flew overnight to Joburg and then up from Joburg. A long flight. Just for one night and tomorrow to Lusaka. I'd have a break tonight here. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So it's already paid, yeah? All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Bye-bye. 03. This one here. Thank you very much.
So this is your first time to Malawi?
First time to Malawi, yes.
Okay. So the card can put here.
Okay, perfect. Light it up. There we go. Perfect.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
So this is the main.
So when I decided to book a flight to Malawi, I thought, well, what better way to do Malawi than to do it in style? So I went online and I found the most expensive hotel room in the entire country of Malawi, which is where I am now. This is the President's Hotel in downtown Lilongwe, apparently where presidents have stayed when they visited, and I've booked the presidential suite, and that's where we are at the minute. And this room cost me the grand total of $300 for tonight, which I'm actually hated myself for paying. But that being said, normal hotel rooms in Malawi are crazy expensive. They're like $200 or something. It's ridiculous. It's very expensive here. But this is my living room anyway. We've got 6 seats in here, so I can have 5 people around. We've got the master bedroom over here. We've got tea and coffee making facilities over here. And then we go through to the master bedroom, which is where I will be laying my head tonight, and that's this room here. And then we go through here, and we've got the bathroom. It's got a jacuzzi bath. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. That might be getting some use later. And then let's go back through here. Aside from the master bedroom here, he just said to me, he goes, oh yeah, your other bedrooms are over there. I was like, what other bedrooms? I only need one. But if you come over here, there's 2 more bedrooms. We've got bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 3. And they've got their own bathroom as well, which is over here. I mean, that on itself isn't a bad room, is it? Isn't a bad bathroom, but yeah. So here we go. If you come to the Presidential Hotel here in Malawi, where you get to book the President's Suite. I mean, to be fair, it cost me $300. But to be fair, hotels are generally about $250 over here anyway, so it wasn't that much more of a splash to go for this hotel, which is the only reason I've done it, because I thought it would be pretty cool. And it is pretty cool. And there's my view out over the beautiful sights of Malawi. There we go. You can tell you're in Africa because it's got the black and white painted curbstones. And there we go. That is what Malawi looks like. So I'm going to try and get some rest, because tomorrow we're back at it. We've flown on Malawi Airlines big planes today, the 737s. Tomorrow we're flying at the other end of their fleet. We're flying some Dash 8s tomorrow, again from Lilongwe out here. And we're going to be taking Lilongwe once again to somewhere else really exciting in Africa. So I'm going to go try and chill out a bit, maybe grab a bite to eat, and I will see you in the morning. Good night. Yeah, it's a proper miserable day here in Texas today, just grey and cloudy, and it's like being back in England. And you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes when the weather's like this, it makes you feel really grumpy and like just miserable, really. Is that just me? I don't know. But I used to feel that way, at least, until I spoke to somebody who said something really that struck a chord with me, because they said no matter how cloudy, miserable and rainy it is here, it's a beautiful sunny day, like 2,000 feet up there, as in less than a mile away up there. It's a beautiful sunny day above the clouds. And it's right, because when you fly, you know that it's a miserable day on the ground, and you take off and you get through those clouds and you're above it into a beautiful clear summer's day. And the weather could be doing anything on the ground, but above there, it's always sunny. And that really made me think how that can be applied to you in a day-to-day basis, because even though in my head, I might be having a really miserable crap time, just changing my mindset and thinking that actually, I'm not having a crap time. Everything's not going wrong at all. Everything's not going pear-shaped. It's actually a beautiful, clear, sunny day somewhere. And just in my head, it doesn't feel like it right now. And thinking about it that way, getting to that point where you realise that actually, it doesn't have to be grey and miserable in your head. And one thing that's really helped me to see that in the past has been some of the therapy that I've had over the years. And honestly, I do have to say that it does really help you to change your mindset a bit just by talking to people. And that's why I'm really grateful to this week's video sponsor, BetterHelp. Now, BetterHelp have a network of over 30,000 licensed therapists who you can talk to on a regular basis. You just check in online, you can do video calls with them, you can do live chats with them. It is super, super easy. All you've got to do is go on the website, sign up, answer a few questions. Pretty soon you get matched with a therapist who you can start talking to. You can do regular video chats with them, you can do live chats even between your sessions as well. It's super, super easy. And if you find out that for some reason it's not working with that therapist, well, it's dead easy. You just switch to a different therapist at any point, no hard feelings on either side. Right now, BetterHelp are offering you 10% off your first month when you use my promo code Noel at betterhelp.com/Noel. That's betterhelp.com/NOEL. It is a beautiful sunny day up there, honestly, somewhere. Well, good morning from Lilongwe in Malawi. I've slept amazingly well. I've had like 9 hours sleep. This is the first decent night's sleep I've had on this trip, which has been quite nice. Time to say goodbye to Lilongwe. Before I do though, I just want to show you the craziness of this hotel room that I'm in, because it's just been one heck of a night. So I have never seen a hotel room before with quite as many light switches as this one. Just look around this room. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just there. Not only just 6 light switches to control like one light, but also when you switch those off, it also switches off all the power sockets into the room as well, which is something that I found out in the middle of the night when my phone started annoying me because it was low on battery, and I was like, what? And everything was off because one of those switches I determined switches off all the power sockets. We've got more light switches over here, but they all control random things. There's like 4 light switches for a set of lights in the bathroom. They all control completely random things. I went around for about, there was another one there, went around for about sort of 20 minutes last night trying to figure out where on earth all the light switches were. That one's been on all night because I can't figure out where the light switch is for that one. Just one thing I'm learning about Malawi is they love their light switches. So anyway, my taxi driver is here because he's been here like half an hour before he said he would be. They just rang up and told me, yeah, your driver's here. And I'm like, crap, I'm not even out of bed yet. So I've just had to fly around, get all my bags packed, and let's get on another Malawi Airlines plane today. We're getting on a small plane today. They were taking a -8 across to Zambia with a stop somewhere along the way. So let's go and get on board. Oh, well, one more thing as well. Quite tantalisingly, they'd left me some nice coffee pods. But unfortunately, there is no coffee machine, just a kettle with instant. So I'm going to have a coffee when I get to the airport. What I forgot to mention about somebody walking into my room in the middle of the night last night. There's me just getting ready for bed. Door bursts open and in walks a member of staff. She goes, oh, you're in here? I said, yeah. She went, okay, good night. So you stay at this hotel, you get a personalised good night from the member of staff. They come in personally to your room. She didn't tuck me in. I should have asked her to, really. Anyway, let's get out of here. I've had enough of this place. Hi, good morning. How are you? Check out, please. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that's fine if you want me in the front.
Okay, bye.
Time to head back to the airport to continue our adventure on Malawi Airlines. Looking forward to it. Flying on their -8s today, the smaller plane in their fleet that's going to take us across to Zambia with a stop on the way in Harare in Zimbabwe. So let's get to the airport.
The traffic this morning was absolutely horrendous, and it took us over an hour to get to the airport in rush hour traffic. But after another fun drive across Malawi, we eventually made it to the Kamuzu International Airport for my flight out of Malawi.
Thank you. Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good, sir.
Good, good, good. Hi, good morning. How are you? Good, thank you. I'm going to Lusaka.
Which flight are you doing?
With Malawi, Malawian. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Hi, good morning. How are you? Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Good. Thank you very much. Right, thank you. Hi. Morning. Morning, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good. Hello. Thank you.
Going UK.
To Lusaka today. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Once I got through security, it was time to head to the departure gates, where it seemed I'd be splitting off from the main terminal. See, I was flying in economy today, but because I've got status with Star Alliance through United, I was able to follow the business class signs, which took me to a completely different part of the airport. What's more, I was the only person in this part of the airport today, which was really strange. There weren't even any staff members here.
Alright, so it's a bit sort of strange here because you don't have, like most airports, you've got departure area and there's like a business lounge of it. Once you come through security, you're directed one way or the other depending if you're business class. I'm only economy, but I am Star Alliance Gold, so I do get lounge access. So this is like the business class side of it, which is effectively like half the terminal. It's just the business class departure lounge is the lounge, really, which is not bad. I'm the only one in here actually today. Not much of a breakfast choice out. They've got meatballs. They do have, I mean meatballs, look, stuck on some balls for breakfast. They do have this sauce here, which I am told is really nice. It's called gnarly sauce, which I've got some. Oh, it is only 8 o'clock in the morning. Bear that in mind, so let's try this. My taste buds may not be up to what they normally are, but let's give it a go. That is actually really nice. It's also very spicy. Gnarly sauce. It's gnarly. Gnarly, man.
Eventually, somebody from the airline turned up, which meant it was time to start getting on board today's flight.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. As I got outside, there was a bus waiting for me, which was full of all the other passengers that had already boarded the bus. They were just waiting for me. We rolled across to this Malawi Airlines Dash 8 Q400, which would be taking me on my ride across to Zambia today.
Good morning. Thank you. Morning, how are you? I am fantastic. Thank you.
I did find it quite interesting that there's a business class on board this Dash 8. You don't often find business class cabins separate from the main cabin on these small turboprop planes. Me though, I was right down the back, at the back of the economy cabin.
Alright then, welcome on board the Malawi Airlines Dash 8 Q400. I'm in seat 24L. Not very often you get an L on a Dash 8, is it? Normally it's an A, B, C, D, but they do that a lot over here because they could substitute this with anything, literally. So L is a window on every plane, I think, pretty much. The legroom's a little bit tight. The seats are a little bit old school, a little bit battered, but hey, we are on the plane at least. That was a really cool boarding process, by the way. They somehow managed to make if you are a so-called premium passenger, they managed to make you both the last person on the bus and the first person on the plane all at the same time, which is pretty unique, which is pretty cool. There's my view out over the back of the engine, and we're off to Harare first on our first stop of the day, and then onwards bound to Zambia, baby.
Now I think it's pretty fair to say this aircraft has seen better days, from broken overhead lockers on the inside to the peeling paint on the outside, not to mention the bulbed tyres as well. This aircraft had, it seems, been through the wars a little bit. But nevertheless, I was on board and ready to take to the skies for my flight out of Malawi. Today's journey would first take me to Harare in Zimbabwe. From there we'd drop off some passengers and carry on to Lusaka in Zambia. Alright then, airborne from Lilongwe, then heading off on my first flight today, which is to Harare. Then we stop and we carry on, much like we did yesterday. It's a stopping service. This plane is pretty beat up, to be honest. Lots of bits marked as not working and things like that, lots of tape all over it. But hey, and there's a bit of a burning smell after we've taken off. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm sure it'll be okay. Burning on planes and everything, what could go wrong? Anyway, we are now heading down to Zimbabwe. About an hour long flight, I think, for the first leg today. You know, I was just thinking to myself, I don't think I've ever been on a Crash 8 before that's not had leather seats and that's got like fabric lined seats, but this one does. They're kind of a beautiful green and yellow combination and a little bit garish, but hey, who am I to judge? I'm not exactly Gok Wan. We carried on heading south and eventually some food arrived. Alright, so there's a snack service on today's flight. You get a choice of cheese or chicken wrap. And I've gone for cheese. I'm not quite sure that constitutes actual cheese, but we'll let them off. We're not too fussy. It's edible though, I'll give it that. Not quite the hot meal we had on yesterday's flight, but then again, this is only on a Dash 8 as opposed to a 737, so I guess we can let them off, eh? Our descent down into Harare in Zimbabwe, baby. There's Harare out the window. Should be on the ground in the next few minutes. Alright then, welcome to Harare, Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe International Airport here. We've got about 30 minutes on the ground while everybody gets off and we get a few new passengers, presumably as we head across to Lusaka in Zambia. So that's something I've never seen before. Some of the passengers on this flight have actually got two seats, one for the first leg and one for the second leg. They've all had to sort of swap around while we're on the ground here in Zimbabwe. I've never seen that before. Usually on these multi-stops you get like one seat for the whole flight and that's it, but not here. After the Ghostbusters had turned up to get rid of any malignant spirits, the rest of the passengers were loaded and we were soon on our way to the runway for the flight to Zambia. Lusaka in Zambia. We're back hopefully in Harare very soon. Keep an eye out for that. But for now, I don't know how far it is now. I think it's about the same again, about an hour long leg I think up to Lusaka in Zambia for the next leg of the flight. Started our descent down into Lusaka in Zambia. Should be on the ground very soon. Looking forward to it, to being down there. As I waited for the rest of the passengers to get on the bus, I had one last chance to look at the state of this beaten up old Dash 8 before we were whisked into the terminal. Arrivals into Zambia is pretty straightforward and straight through passport control and into the country in no time at all. The only thing left to worry about was whether my bag had turned up.
Right then, welcome to Lusaka Airport here in Zambia. This is where I have to hope and pray that my bag's actually made it onto the plane and that they've actually managed to offload it here and not leave it on to go back to Lilongwe, because it is like a connecting flight. I'm a little bit nervous, if I'm honest. So we stood here for a while. They've said the bag's already here, but my bag isn't. Maybe there's another one coming or not. I don't know. I am a little bit nervous. My AirTag hasn't updated in 5 hours either, so yeah. I'm not even sure if it's made it on the flight. We'll have to see. Yes, Queen.
With my bag retrieved, it was time to head through customs and then try and find a taxi into town.
Hi. I need to get into Lusaka, but the ATMs are broken here, so can I?
Yeah,
either to stop or I can pay cash, but I don't have a massive amount of cash.
Which place are you in?
Blantyre Tower.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you. Do you know how much will be?
In dollars.
Well, whichever, in dollars or in local.
You guys go and get your
Yeah, I have $25, yeah. But that's all I have. So to get back, I need to get more.
Yeah, they serve chicken.
Thank you.
They can't even boil it, any boil a manje man. So where are you coming from?
So I've flown in from where was I? Lilongwe.
Oh, Lilongwe.
Yeah, I've just flown from there now. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay.
but I'm traveling all around Africa this week. So yeah.
I hope by the time you're flying back, you would have achieved what you were looking for.
Thank you. Yeah, that's very kind of you. Yes, it's definitely it's always an experience. It's always an experience.
Yeah. So here we are.
Perfect. Thank you.
My flights today cost me $589 or roughly about 2.6 million Malagasy Ariaris. And don't forget you can book me for a cameo video message too now, just use the link on the screen.
Yeah, that would be good if that's okay. Thank you. We'll have to stop for cash somewhere though, if that's okay. Yeah, because I only have like my dollars now.
Or if you want to keep those dollars, we can say maybe you pay me tomorrow, everything.
Okay,
it's
well,
up to you.
whatever. It's fine. If I pay you now, actually,
Okay.
pay you now. We know it's done, and then tomorrow, yeah, if that's possible, please.
All right, no
Thank
problem.
you very
This
much.
is 30.
Yes, it's 20. You said 25, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have change.
Okay, that's fine. You keep
Is
the
it?
5. Yeah.
Ah, thank
It's
you.
fine. It's fine.
I appreciate it.
No, it's no problem. You've been very kind. Thank you.
All right, so
Okay, so
Thank you.
if your flight is at 10:30,
Yes.
then you need to be there an hour before.
Okay, so leave here maybe 9 o'clock.
Yes, 9 is fine.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow then.
Yes,
Perfect.
you.
Thank
My
you.
name is Douglas, by the way.
Douglas, nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Douglas.
Nice
I'm Noel, Noel.
Ah,
Like
nice.
Christmas.
Ah,
Thank you,
is
man.
it? All right, see you there.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hi there, how are you? I'm very well, thank you very much. I'd like to check in, please.
Okay, if you may just verify your details,
Yes,
your
of course.
address, your email,
Uh-huh.
contact. Have you stayed with us before?
No, first time at this one.
Your first time?
Yeah.
Okay, this is your receipt.
Okay, thank you.
So this is your room code, the number 727.
All right,
Up on the second floor.
perfect. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Enjoy your stay. If you need
All right.
anything, just download for the reception.
I will do. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. Alright, Room 727, very aviation-y. Let's see what we get here. The Protea Hotel in Lusaka. $100 a night for this one. All right, so we've got, ooh, some nice snacky snacks there. We've got a coffee machine, even better than the one in where we were last night, Lilongwe. This is my room then, the Protea Hotel. It's a Marriott. They're a nice brand actually. You see them a lot in Africa. I've never seen one outside of Africa. Maybe they do have them, but it's what you often get in African places. South Africa, there's one at the airport at Joburg, which is quite nice. There's my view out over the delightful delights of Lusaka. That's where I've got to go in a bit apparently to get some money out for my taxi tomorrow. That shopping mall there, ShopRite. But anyway, so that's the bedroom. Let's have a look what we've got in here. What is this? Like a radiator. That is weird. I've not seen one of those before. Weird. And then the bathroom. Wow, a massive shower. Look at that look. That's incredible, isn't it? Here we go. Well, welcome to Zambia. And yeah, I've had an amazing couple of flights with Malawi Airlines. They were very good. The plane's not as nice. A little bit rough around the edges. Quite very rough around the edges actually in some cases, but you know what, the actual service and everything on board the flight was really nice. The crew was just amazing, the onboard service was great. Just those planes, a little bit sketchy. I found them a little bit sketchy, but anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. As always, take care, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.